Well, it looks like Logan Paul may be taking my advice, or maybe he heard something similar somewhere else, but I provided a video a few days ago giving 5 critical mistakes that Logan Paul made in his response video to CoffeeZilla, where CoffeeZilla alleges that Logan Paul ran a crypto scam. In the response that Logan Paul gave, Logan Paul threatened a lawsuit, didn't take accountability, he didn't thank CoffeeZilla for pointing out the flaws. Instead, he was aggressive, made fun of CoffeeZilla, said that CoffeeZilla was a bad or Keemstar of finance, a reporter, and suggested that he would see CoffeeZilla in court, which is really, really bad. And here's what I said in my prior video, and then let's look at Logan Paul's response. Here's the first suggestion I had about lawsuits and accountability. And see, unfortunately, by threatening a lawsuit, you make more than just one big mistake. You create a second massive mistake. You remove your ability to actually take accountability. That's right. When you threaten a lawsuit, it actually means maybe you're really gearing up to file a lawsuit. And what you can't do if you're about to go to court is actually take accountability, because that would just weaken your case in court. But that's why everybody hates court, because people don't get together and be like, hey man, I effed up here. And then the other side's supposed to be like, yeah man, I effed up over here too. Like, both sides can have some fault, but when you go to court, nobody takes any accountability, because that would just weaken your legal case. Here's the second suggestion about owning up to your actual mistakes, taking accountability for them, but then also thanking CoffeeZilla for the response. Here's that part. You learn from your mistakes, you admit your mistakes, and you move on, you become a better man, and you thank CoffeeZilla for bringing attention to your F-up. Because everybody makes mistakes, that's humanity. But being a real man means standing up and saying, the buck stops with me. Now, let's see what Logan Paul apparently told CoffeeZilla and posted on Discord. So here is CoffeeZilla's Twitter. Logan just called me. He said he's deleting the 2 responses and is dropping the lawsuit threats. Good. That was one of my first suggestions. It doesn't make sense to sue because that creates a David and Goliath situation. Nobody likes lawsuits on the internet. It shuts down free speech and perspective. It's bad. And it prevents you from taking accountability. CoffeeZilla goes on to say, I believe he's making a 3rd response, which I'll delay my video to include. Hopefully he takes accountability and refunds the victims of CryptoZoo. That's what matters. Apparently Logan Paul wrote this on Discord. Hey all, just wanted to update you. I deleted my initial response to Coffee's series. It was rash and misaligned with the true issue at hand. So I called him and apologized. Good. People can make mistakes, so you apologize. Good. The war is not with Coffee. Exactly. In fact, I'm grateful he brought this issue to light. See? That's the point. You have to thank the critic for bringing up an issue and actually address it, because that's what people want. That's the best case scenario, is solve the problem, right? Don't stick your head in the sand and complain. Anyway, I will be taking accountability. There we go. Apologize and coming forward with a plan to fix the issue in the future. Thank you for believing in this project and sticking with me. I know it's been bumpy, but your support is everything to me, and I will make this right. Great. Now, whether or not the internet actually believes that Logan Paul has the capability of making anything right, or that they'll ever trust him again, is up to every single individual viewer. And Logan Paul will probably come out of this scarred, but at least he won't be internet dead if at least he does the best thing possible. Which, in my opinion, and this was all based on my mistake video that I made, is number 1, don't threaten to sue people on the internet. I mean, it's one thing if you're like joking, but that was pretty dang serious. There was no joke in that lawsuit to threat. It was very, very clear and not so great. In fact, it sounded like the video was put together with the help of an attorney, because there was 0 accountability being taken, and that's exactly what an attorney would generally suggest. Now, there were some tweet replies to this Discord post by Logan Paul, and some people were like, sounds like he actually talked to an attorney. No! There's no way in hell, if Logan Paul lost people lots of money, he is going to come out and take accountability for that, because that's the perfect way to sue Logan Paul, and no attorney would want that. Logan Paul is actually taking the PR approach, not the legal approach now. Before, it was scorched earth legal approach. Now it's the PR approach, which is actually the better approach for the internet, which is, again, forget lawsuits, man. We're not duking this out in court. People were wronged. People were hurt. So we're going to come out and we're going to make it right. Let's understand what happened first. Let's come up with a plan for making it right, and let's solve it. Now, sometimes that can take a very long time because, unfortunately, people will end up probably suing around this issue, and that could delay, Logan Paul's eventual responses and the solutions that he wants to provide, which is unfortunate. But we'll see what Logan Paul's response is here coming up, but at least he's moving in the right direction. And that right direction is thank CoffeeZilla for bringing light to the issues, admit fault, take ownership of the issue, and show how you're going to solve it. This is a great start. Let's see how Logan Paul ends up trying to address the situation. But this is a good lesson in Business 101.